So this practical is best done when you've just washed your hair, so you have neat strands of hair. Because if you do it any other day, there's a possibility that your hair is already weighed down with products already. It has creams on it, oils on it, sweat on it, so that's going to like tamper with the results. But hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mary and I'm the creative director of Mary Sturge Hair Academy. Okay, so welcome back to this channel. This is the second part of Hair Porosity Simplified. For this, I'll be starting from the hair product choice for someone with low porosity hair. When their hair porosity also affects their choice of products, because for them, they understand the fact that, oh, all I need to do is get water to enter into my hair. The moment it enters, it will take long for it to go out because my hair shafts are closed, they are not opened, unlike the high porosity hair. So all I need to do is invest in things that will ensure that moisture penetrates into my hair, but once it penetrates, I'm fine for a long period of time. So for them, we really don't need to invest in all this, our LOC, the cream, the butters, the oils. Rather, they don't need all of that. What they need is this. For them, they only need to get, like, let's say, of course you need water. Everybody needs water, because I explained in the last one that this is moisture itself. Water is moisture, not butter. This is moisture, so they need water. And let's say get a leave-in conditioner, all these ones that they sell in stores, just get that, they're fine. But here's where their own issue comes in. They need that moisture to even enter in the first place. So that is where they now need to invest in things that will ensure that their cuticles can open up so that the moisture can penetrate. Do you get? So their own problem is, I need to ensure that the products enter. But for high porosity, their problem is, oh, I need to ensure that the moisture does not escape quickly. Entering is not their own problem. But for low porosity hair type, entering is their problem. So they invest in things that will ensure that the products even enter their hair. And what are products they need to invest in? A steaming cap. Now let me show you a steaming cap. Here is a steaming cap. Let me show you. So what this does is it generates heat for the hair. So after your wash day, you've applied your deep conditioner, whatever you want to use to treat your hair, you now wear this, because you need your hair shafts to open up. And what it does is it helps to open up the hair shafts. Do you see this now? So someone with high porosity hair does not need this, because their hair is already opened. It's like coming, moisture coming. But someone with low porosity hair, they need something to help them open up their hair shaft. So that is where a steaming cap comes in. So moving on, once they have a steaming cap and then they've been able to get the moisture to enter into their hair successfully, they really don't need much, because naturally their hair will hold on to the moisture. Do you get? So like I said, they are okay with water. They're okay with water and all this, store leave-in conditioners, right? And for anyone that wants to just go extra mile amongst them, they can still invest in oil, but they definitely don't need butters, but they can still get oils. So do you see the difference now? How knowing your hair porosity affects your choice of products. Next thing is, why do you have your hair porosity type? Just one is curious, because I explained in the last part that I used to have high porosity hair. Like confirm high porosity hair. So I'm sure you'll be wondering, why do we have what we have? And I already said that high porosity hair is actually damaged hair. Genetics play a huge role in your hair porosity, but whether you're high or medium or low, you can still make sure that your hair is healthy. For example, I said I am high porosity, right? And right now I've been working on my hair for years now, and my hair now is like medium. But for most natural hair though, like if we have 10 natural hair girlies in this room, I'm very sure 7 will be low porosity hair, because that's like the natural for afro hair type. The afro hair is healthy. That is why when you now process it, it becomes unhealthy. Do you get? The 2 girls remaining that have high porosity, most of the time it's due to genetic factor. And another factor is harsh weather. So there are other things that actually causes it, but the basic one is genetics. But that's like for the 2 out of the 10. Do you get? The remaining 8 most of the time you have low porosity hair. So, and I've already explained low porosity hair to you guys right now. The problem is how to get the moisture to come in, but when it comes to it staying for a long period of time, you really don't have an issue with that. Moving on, how to know your hair porosity. I'm sure you've been waiting for this part. You're like, okay, so just tell us how we're going to know our hair porosity. So now we're here. Okay, so chill. So I'm going to give you two methods in this video. The first method is to get a cup of water, and you can just use your spray bottle if you have a spray bottle. Come in, let me clip this on my clothes so I can like demonstrate it for you. This is the part where I tell you to subscribe to this channel. So let's say you are using your spray bottle as your cup. This has water in it already. So all you have to do is to get clean strands of your hair. So this practical is best done when you just washed your hair, so you have neat strands of hair. Because if you do it any other day, there's a possibility that your hair is already weighed down with product already. It has creams on it, oils on it, sweat on it, so that's going to like tamper with the results. But neatly washed hair, throw it into the cup. Make sure the cup is like half full, not like this, half full. Throw in the clean strands, then wait for like 3 to 4 minutes. If the hair strands are floating on top of the water, so let's say they are floating, they didn't go down, they're floating on top, there's a high chance that you have low porosity hair. That means it's difficult for your hair to absorb water. But if the hair goes down after like the 3-4 minutes immediately, that's a high chance that you have high porosity. That means it's easy for your hair to like absorb water. But if it floats, if it's in the middle of the cup, so the hair is like in the middle of the cup, didn't go down and not floating, then that's medium porosity. I hope I've been able to explain that. And then another way to find out, I love to give two examples. I love to give two methods so that you can be very sure. The second method is pay attention after washing your hair and rinsing your hair. How long does it take for your hair to dry? For someone that has high porosity, after like 1 hour, 1.5 hours max, their hair is already dry. But for someone that has low porosity hair, your hair can take 4 hours, 5 hours, sometimes even 6-7 hours for it to completely dry up. So that's a good way to also know what your hair porosity type is. And for the medium, your hair will be like in the middle, take like maybe 3 hours, 2.5 hours for it to dry. Do you get? So that is also a good way to know your porosity type. But do the two, like do the first, do the cup method, then now confirm with that other method. Okay, so that brings us to the end of this hair porosity class. I hope this video has helped you really understand what hair porosity is, how to know your hair porosity type, why you have the porosity that you have, and how it affects your choice of products. If you have any further questions, definitely drop them in the comment section. I'll see if I can answer it straight up, or if I need to do another video on that, I will do that. Anything to help you. Okay, also drop your comments. I would love to see them. I would love to read them. Share this video. It will help that lady beside your house, to help that your friend. Share this video, like it, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.